Hey guys, this is sort of going to be an impromptu video on this trim wheel button box that I've made. So what I want to start with is, for comparison, this is my X56 throttle quadrant, and what I've been using for trim are these three switches here. And I do left wing down, left wing up, nose down, left wing down, and yaw left, left wing up, and yaw right. And I really liked this setup. It served me well, but after about 6 or 7 years or so, these buttons are starting to get just a little bit mushy, and I thought it might be time to try a more custom solution. So that's where this comes in. And this is just a basic button box with some really quite large wheels for finely accurately adjusting trim. So I'm just gonna go over it really quickly and then show it off in practice. So to start, there's the big trim wheels. So I've got on the side, I've got the pitch, nose up, nose down. And then what I have on the outside over here is, or in the back, this is my yaw, and typically I'll adjust it just like this, very fine adjustments. And then over it, mounted concentrically, I've got my roll. So typically I'll just have my palm like this and run it back left and right. So then starting from the bottom, there's 9 buttons total, just 1, 2, 3 push buttons. And then I really did like this setup I had on my throttle, so I decided I wanted to replicate that on the button box because not all planes actually have the ability to assign like axes, at least in the Sims I play. So again, I have the left wing down, left wing up, nose down, and then yaw left, yaw right. Then moving up a little bit, I have this LCD display. I'll talk a bit about it in a second, but first, the last mechanical control is this brightness. It's really quite bright at its max brightness setting, and normally when I'm simming, it's in a dark room, so this would be like entirely obnoxious, so it was really important to me to have just some dimmability right there. When it comes to the what the display is actually displaying, what we have are actual essentially like a reference bar for how far in one direction from center you've actually moved the wheel. So as I rotate this, you can see the number updating. And as we get to about 50%, the arrows are all gone. And then as we continue, they start coming in from the opposite side. And then it's constantly refreshing a percentage value of where you are. This is true for all the axes. I'm gonna have to do this just like this. So this is trim right, trim left yaw, and then for roll, this is left roll, right roll. So after a certain amount of time, this reference screen will disappear and it will display roll, pitch, yaw. So that's the whole box in a nutshell. And I've been quite happy with it. I've been using it for a couple weeks. And while I am happy with it, I think there are a few places where I can improve upon it. So my plan is to make maybe a short series of videos where I open this up and I start talking about where I'm going to improve things, and then as I design new components and minor modifications, I'll do a short series on assembly. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just demo what this is, or what using this trim box is like in IL2. So I'm here in the ME410 right now. And let's go ahead and get rid of this HUD. We don't need it. The big important stuff is going to be down here, right, where we've got our trim wheel. And then we've got, it's hidden behind the throttle, but we've got our yaw, and we have our roll. So starting out, I happen to know the ME410 really likes quite a lot of nose down trim. So we're gonna do nearly all nose down trim, some right rudder, and then takeoff flaps, hold brake. We're gonna release brake. Sorry, that should be left trim. Go ahead and rotate. Gear comes up. Let's go ahead and get some nose up trim going. Flaps come up. Power comes back. And then let's try to maintain about, I don't know, 250 kph in a climb. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm very pleased with it. It is quite a bit more responsive than just the buttons. But what I'll go ahead and do is I'll demonstrate why I kept the buttons around. So we go ahead and jump out of the 410. We'll go ahead and set up for, let's see, probably the best example would be a PE2, because it doesn't have any axis controls for its trim. So we'll just go ahead and get right into it. So, yeah, this is a particular plane where the trim wheels don't do anything whatsoever. So we'll just go ahead and neutralize those. But in fact, trim is controlled by switches entirely in the plane. So if we go ahead and look down here, we've got... Oh, wait. That might be a little further back. Well, we have these two switches back here, and that's roll. This is your yaw, and then up here, that is pitch. So what I'm going to do is pitch down. I'm just guessing. And then hopefully there. I'm going to try to hit that white light. That white light on the dash represents the zeroed out position. Okay, so those are neutral. Not typically what you do for takeoff, but we'll see how it goes. Flaps, down, holding the brakes, throttling up, releasing, and so it does the same thing with this control configuration as with the trim wheels. So, like I said, this is an impromptu video just showing the basic demonstration of how this box works, and going forward I want to make a series of short videos about again, just like the mechanical construction, what the design considerations were. And if there are any questions that anybody like is curious about how some particular thing works, I can try and hopefully address that. Anyway, thank you all for taking a look at this. It was really fun for me to do, and well, hopefully I'll see you in another video soon.